Bezat Hashem, we're back at the limud of Sefer Yirat HaShem from Rab Moshe Amber. Today is the 29th of Tishrei, and it's Thursday, the 5th day of the week of Parashat Shabbat Noach. Bezat Hashem, we're back at the discussion. Yesterday we left off with Bamidbar. We said that the angel approached specifically Hagar in the desert, right? To indicate to us that desert is teaching us a person who is lost. Who is lost is not on the right path. Meaning a person could live here in a beautiful South Florida and live in comfortability, but in reality he is lost. Why? Because we were learning yesterday that Hagar, even though she was a holy individual who was fit to be a bearer of a child of Avraham Avinu, and so much so she was even being able to see angels in that holy state, in the achievement of 11 years living with Avraham Avinu's household, and yet there was a deficit in her eyesight, in her conclusion of Sarah, where she made a mistake that Sarah is not fit to have a baby. That's why, because of her inners did not coincide, they didn't. The inside was different than the outside. So Hagar made a conclusion that Sarah Imenu, the Kedusha, the holiest woman of the generation, in Sarah's eyes she was all a fake. It was all on the outside, because you see she's not pregnant, and I am pregnant. Hagar made a conclusion, and because I'm pregnant, I am better. The point over here is that the angel approached her in the desert. So why did I have to tell you in the desert? Specifically to tell you that she is, and it's splitting. The rabbi says it's splitting the two words, right? We said that in the pasuk it said like this: "V'imtza malach Hashem ala ayin hamayim," and the angel of God found her by the well of water, Bamidbar, in the desert, al ha'ayin, and it was by the well, baderech shur, on the way to Shur. So you see that the word ayin, which actually ain, if you spell ain, ayin yud nun with the tzereh, that will mean a well. But if you spell it, it's the same letters, just change the nikuda, just say ayin, patach, tzereh, and nun, that spells I. So why does it say two words, well, which corresponds to the words, similar letters of the word I in Hebrew, the I and I, Bamidbar in the middle, to indicate to us that Hagar has failed and she was on a wrong path. If she could look with her left eye, which was designated, was given to us by HaShem to judge people favorably, and never, has v'shalom, to deviate from that. And here Hagar was in the wrong, that she misjudged her mistress, Sarah Imenu, with her eye, concluding that Sarah must have been not holy enough. That's why she was not pregnant. And an angel came and told her the word midbar between the two eyes, meaning the first eye, which is the right side, which Hagar has not failed. She was elevating and concluding the holiness of the Holy of Holies Hashem, and because of that she was granted ability to see angels, but yet the angel tells her her left eye, where she miscalculated and misconstrued in her mind the understanding of Sarah Imenu suffering, she couldn't get pregnant for whatever the reason was. But here, what's for sure was not because chas v'shalom to think even that Sarah Imenu had a deficiency, or she was a drocha, a faker in her life. And that's why it says over here that she was approached. Now, another question the rabbi asked, I don't understand. Why does it say ayin hamayim, the eye by a well of water, right? So the rabbi says, I don't understand. What does it have to do with water here? Why do you have to say a well of water? When a person is in a desert, right, what is he looking for? Is he looking for a well of oil? For sure not. A person in the desert who is looking for survival is not looking for oil. because the oil is not going to sustain him at that moment. He needs water. So why does the Torah specifically mention the word water here when it's superfluous? You don't need it. רומזת על הסתכלות בשפלות עצמה כמו המים שהולכים למקום נמוך. To tell us that a person has to understand, as we said, that you should look at your own behavior and see what level you're holding at. And how do you could assess where you're standing? What's your level of holiness or not? So just like water, where does the water go? Water always reaches the lowest part, the lowest portion. It always goes to the depthness. Water does not stop. If there is where to go down, it will go. Meaning, a person should calculate his behavior and go all the way down. That's the reason why the word Malach is telling her by the well of water. You don't need to know well of water. I know it's a well of water. Why is the water? To indicate to us that my angel teaching Hagar a lesson that you failed. Why? Because there is a barometer. Somebody asks you, or somebody asks himself, how do I know what level am I in relationship of Hashem? How does Hashem judge me? Hashem's judgment is how you are judging others. If you're looking at people of others' behavior and you find faults in your mind conclusion, you have not said it outside, you have not spoken about it, but within your heart of hearts, you decided that a person has misbehaved. So the rabbi says that's the barometer. That's how you know that you have not yet perfected yourself. That's where it's a minus, where if you see other people's behavior and you conclude that there is deficiencies, as we said, that's a deficiency within you. ואין המים הזו צריכה לכבד לאחרים בעין טובה וכן וחסד כמו המים שהוא חסדים. And again, the reason why it says water here is to teach you that you are supposed to look at others and you find in any way that their misbehavior is disturbing the trend or lowering their status in your eyes, you have to turn it around and figure out a way to find favor within them. As we know that very famous Rabbi Lev Yitzchak Mibardichev, right? He would find anything. He would find anything to say to find favor, even where it looks like the guy is a troublemaker or an evil person. He would find a way, and that's the perfection that we are trying to hint over here with the word water. Go and figure out, because water is all about chesed, all about kindness. It's about survival, and water sustains the world. A world of water cannot live. A world cannot be without water. You need water to plow, to plant, to grow, and to survive altogether. So in that respect, the angel is telling Hagar and telling us that if you want to live in this world and thrive, if you want, just like the field, for the field to grow produce, you need that water. So in order for you to grow, you have to put your personal feelings aside. And if those personal feelings are actually diminishing honor of others, you have to fix it and figure out a way how to make it into a positive. So the second well that was mentioned in the pasuk is to look at others, right? And the second eye, where we are to look at the exaltation and on high, the level of Hashem's, for us to understand what Hashem is. In the pasuk, it said on a well, which means corresponds to the word ayin, the word eye, in the way to the shur. What is that? Lashon histaklut shehi shayechet legavoa, meaning a person has to figure out a way also to look on and to elaborate on the unhigh level of Hakadosh Baruch Hu. כמו בנות צעדה על אשור. בנות צעדה על אשור, as it says over there in the pasuk, בנות צעדה על אשור, is a tilting of the on high, meaning level of reaching of that understanding of on high, who is Hashem. כמו אשורנו ולא קרוב. בהסתכלות זו הייתה גם כן לקרביה אצל הגר. So Malach said, even though Hagar did reach a very high level of understanding of Hashem, and therefore she was granted ability to see angels, still it was lacking. And how do we know that it was lacking? Because even though she reached a high level of understanding of Hashem, but nevertheless she reached the level of understanding of Hashem. But you see her deficiency of looking at her mistress Sarah with degrading her in her mind, as we mentioned before. And therefore angel came and gave her a rebuke over her head. Hagar shivchat sarai, dehainu she'adayin ad besuk shivchat sarai. You see, Hagar, you thought you're in the level of Sarah, mistress, right? You became a wife of Sarah, of Avraham Avinu. Maybe you're in the same level of Sarai. No, the angel told her you're still in that stage of a servant because you have not reached. Says the angel told Hagar, what are you diminishing Hagar in your eyes? She is akara, she is unbarren. She doesn't have a way to get pregnant like you. And therefore, because you have misused your eye to degrade Sarah, tzaddiket, a holy woman, you found an excuse to say, oh, look, she's not pregnant. It must be she's not holy enough. So, because you used your eye, now the evil eye fell on you and you miscarried a baby. As we know that the first baby she was pregnant with, she miscarried. So the angel also asked her, where are you from? Where are you going? To tell her, he wanted to teach her, you should have learned that a person should constantly observe in himself where you came from and what's your end result goal, where are you going? Shamar, as it says over there, and because the angel looks like he was asking her and he was not even waiting for her to answer. Rabbi,
I need these words from.
Okay, so let's just finish. So okay, B'ezrat Hashem, you know what? We'll stop over here and we'll continue tomorrow, B'ezrat Hashem. Have a wonderful day. 8:45 in Chot Shabbat.